Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Tuesday, and that means we bring back the Lumberjack Landlord. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing super awesome. And Mike, I forgot to say that I watched the Great Deleveraging
Oh,
conversation with Greg Digerson yesterday.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, I think he's right. I think we are in a deleveraging cycle. It's going to be fun. And frankly, we have both set up our portfolios to take advantage of it. So I'm kind of excited.
Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
very excited. Well, I mean, and that's the thing is, hopefully we'll see how right he is. I'd love to know. I know he's got some money in crypto and things like
Yep.
that. But yeah, I did vote, by the way. You need to bring him back for next year.
Oh,
Awesome.
oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I love all my experts because they're all very different. I built it on purpose that way, right? So it's pretty cool. Well, hey, what I want to talk about here is a marketing shtick that actually got me interested. I think it was Carlton Sheets was the first one that I saw literally 35 years ago, maybe. And talking about no money down real estate. I really didn't understand what it was because this is before I could probably legally sign a contract, but still big house, lots of money, flashy cars. I was intrigued. And fast forward now, 35 years later, no money down is still around, still talked about. I think it is, I'll just say it this way. I think it's highly misleading. Have I done no money down deals? Absolutely. Do I think I could have done them as a rookie, as a non-entity? No chance. There's just, I understand why no money down is sexy. I just need people to realize that no money down doesn't mean no money down. It just means none of your money. Money's coming from somewhere. So I don't know. I get, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It feels kind of slimy when I hear real estate people talk about no money down deals like they're everywhere. What do you think?
Well, no money down helps everybody qualify. And don't you worry, Mike. This administration is coming out with a program where everybody will qualify. So just give it time.
Well, that's going to be
40-year mortgages with down payment assistance. And then and then mortgage assistance the first 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. We'll pay your payment for 6 months.
No payments for 6 months when you buy the house. So yeah, the no money down thing. Yeah, it's slimy. So I'm only slightly younger than you, and so I remember John Woo.
Oh, John Woo. I remember him too.
John Woo. I wanted the nice boat with all the pretty ladies in bikinis.
I remember that. That was weird.
Just John Woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
John
he ended up going boom boom. He ends up going to jail.
Oh, he did. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And so yeah, you're right. I mean, it's no money down. No, it's not. Like there's always a catch. Like if it's too good to be true, it is. That's likely why lots of people still support Nigerian princes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's along those lines. There will be money coming from somewhere. You will get a piece of the deal. You will do a ton of the work, all those things. And you can potentially get something that's no money down. I think at the end of the day, even if you have that opportunity, that course will probably cost you $5,000 or $3,000, right? And be a weekend of your time. And you'll have to do a bunch of goofy, weird things like going like this with your hands and raising your hands like this, prove that you're a robot. You have to do a bunch of those things. And so I personally, because I don't like going places, number one, and number two, I'm not a Muppet. I would prefer to watch Mike's channel because none of the experts there are like, hey, do this to make sure you're on board with me. No, nope. So that's why I think your course is fantastic, is because the lie is no money down will work. Yeah. If you want to become a wholesaler, like I talk to wholesalers, like I've seen wholesalers get stuck with deals.
Yeah, me too.
And that makes me laugh because you told me that it was a great deal and now you're stuck with it. So I think that, yeah, there is no real thing as no money down. There's low money down. And I would think 3.5% qualifies as low. But if you're buying a median home, that's still probably 12 grand.
Yeah. 10 to 12 grand. Yeah. 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 What I wish it was sexier to help people understand that if you just did the work and you were consistent, you could get there. Because the path to a better financial future is actually not that hard. The problem is it's not sexy because it takes a decade. Maybe it takes 8 years.
Yeah.
But it takes, it's not tomorrow. It's not microwave, highlight reel social media stuff. Yeah. I didn't know he went to jail. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So the other thing too is, you look at it and you say, in the 50s, right? Like my grandparents, they would tell you that they paid for something, right? Cadillac, whatever. Or that in their case, it was Oldsmobiles.
Okay.
Oldsmobiles. They're like, look at this beautiful Oldsmobile. We walked in the dealership. We negotiated. We bought this Oldsmobile. Delta 88. It's amazing. I was like, what a piece of crap.
As a 5-year-old.
Yeah. I was just like, man, this thing, I don't know about you, but when you start this thing up, it stinks.
It rattles.
Yeah. So, but they were proud of the fact that they would buy something and that they would own it.
Yeah.
And now everything is a use model. And so that's made everything very disposable. I am ridiculous. My phone is 4 years old. There's apps that don't work on this phone. It's so old now.
Yeah.
And so, but again, it was like, I bought it, I own it, I'm maintaining it. Yeah, I've had crack screen for a while.
Yeah, me too.
But this is the thing. And so I think, what I think is bad for us is always thinking that you can have it with no sacrifice. You can have it with no real work. You can have what everybody else has, but you don't have to do all the hard things that they did.
Yeah.
And that's something that completely takes away. I have the utmost respect for people that spent 4 years going to class and listening to not fun professors and doing the homework and sacrificing some time. And yeah, they had fun with their friends, but I have respect for that and know that that was not for me. That was not for me. But I don't have any expectation that if somebody says college education is required, I have no expectation that they'll take my call. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. That's fine.
Yeah.
And if that's their prerequisite and they want to hang their hat on that, then they can. So I think it just follows a more societal issue, which is the no money down issue that, is pervasive, which is, when did phones become $1,400 and $1,000 for a phone? Like for a phone, it's when they said, we can bill you $29 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. When did a Suburban become 80 grand? Because now we do 7 years, not 3 years, 2 years. Yeah.
And Greg made a great point too on cars.
Yeah.
Right. 50 grand. Now he's paying 75 grand for the same vehicle 5 years later.
Yeah. Oi.
But it's the payment. And now it's 7 years or 10 years. It's crazy. So yeah, I think the no money down thing, I think people really need to understand that nothing's for free. There might be a no money down, but there's going to be a ton of strings attached to it. And good luck navigating those shark infested waters, actually making that come true.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that just, again, I love these conversations because it makes me think about different topics. So again, I have done no money down deals. I bought an apartment building, no money down, of all things.
I know.
It's so awesome.
It's so awesome.
It's so awesome. But here's the deal. First and foremost, they're not available all the time in all markets.
No.
Right? Basically, to get a no money down deal, you have to have a seller that doesn't want it.
Yeah.
That's the key. Don't want. And when real estate's hot, you don't really have that, right? Because there's other options. No money down comes when there's no other options. We get into a bad recession next year, which is absolutely possible. Maybe you have some sub 2 deals and it's possible. I think sub 2 could work, but I just want people to realize that no money down might be the reason you're excited. Again, Carlton Sheets for me, Jonathan Wu for you. It doesn't mean no work. In fact, it probably means more work.
Way more.
More work, more relationships, more this, more that. Nothing's for free. It may not, if no money may mean no cash, but it's going to mean a lot of time, a lot of network, a lot of negotiations. Just folks, it takes work. Real estate investing takes work. I wish work was sexy. Work's not sexy.
Well, so real work isn't sexy. Hustle porn is.
Oh yeah.
I hate the hustle porn. So it's just like taking a selfie at 3 o'clock in the morning, eyes barely open, look at my computer screen in the background. Ugh, give me a break. Like, okay, are you that inefficient during the day? You can't get your stuff done? So yeah, I mean, again, the no money down thing, largely speaking, like we were saying, it really is, it's not a scam per se, but there will be 1,000 strings attached. It will take a lot to navigate that deal. And if it's no money down, I promise you, it's a much worse return than anything with money down.
Exactly.
That's what I can promise you. So if you're going to do the work, you might as well do the work and get it right, so you can actually get the much larger return and something that's actually going to pay you. Because that's one of the things I talk to the wholesalers about now. They're just like, Mike, wholesalers are tired. They're tired. They're literally tired. They're like, oh my word, my nut's so big now. I got to do so many deals and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, good luck next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck next year. Because
real estate slowdown is going to smoke them. Yeah.
Oh, smoke. Because at that point, there's a bunch of desperate sellers and
but no margin.
No
equity. Yeah.
Exactly. No equity in the deal. So they can't afford to give somebody, a deal for $20,000. They're just going to flip.
Yes. Yeah. I love the fact that no money down gets people excited. It's what attracted me as a teenager. I get it. I wish there was some way to transition that to, instead of creating disappointment, because a lot of people come in, they get interested, maybe they buy a stupid $5,000 course and then they don't go anywhere. That first off, that $5,000 for most people is on freaking credit, so it costs them 10 grand.
Correct.
Which is horrible. Don't do that.
Correct.
There's just got to be a way to transition, and I don't know what it is. Maybe there isn't. Right? If you're the guppy that gets hooked by one of these guys, maybe you deserve it. I don't know.
Well, I think it's that access that Dion talks about, which is, again, the more money that you have into it, right?
Yeah.
The more money that you have into it is the more time and effort and energy you're going to, take to understand it.
Yeah.
And if you're putting no money in, then your return is going to be on the opposite side of the axis with very, very low return. And largely speaking, probably only one-time return.
Yeah.
One-time return. And maybe that money changes your life, but now that's still a skill that you have to keep on repeating every single day. And I talked to somebody who's got plenty of money and he's like, yeah, but $1,000, even if I'm making $1,000 a building, that doesn't really move the needle for me. And I said, let me help you. I went to bed last night. I woke up this morning. I made $3,000. You went to bed last night, woke up this morning, you made $0. I said, now you'll make as much as I'll make today, but you're gonna have to work for it all day long. And I won't. And I said, and so it's an economy of scale. You have to, get these buildings in and watch them. And again, that's where the appreciation being the added benefit, but we're not counting on that.
No,
if it's 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, fine, because that's just inflation.
Yeah, I haven't looked at some of my houses in a decade. I'm like, I don't know. I know what the rent is. I don't know what they're worth. I don't care, frankly. Yeah, pretty crazy.
You have to update that for your PFS.
Yeah, but my PFS is nice enough. I really don't care.
Yeah. True, right? Yeah. Where it's like, if you assume that it's only 150, that's fine. It's worth 250, but who cares? Sure, it's 150.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's anyways. Yeah. So again, this whole no money down thing, I love the fact that it gets people excited. I am disappointed at the lack of conversion to people willing to do the work. I think it's sexy, easy, but here's the deal, folks. Real estate investing takes work.
Yep.
I'm just going to keep saying it, right? Focus, daily discipline, buy box. It is for you if you're willing to work. If not, you might want to do something else. And please don't buy these $5,000 courses on credit cards.
No,
that's a bad idea. So Matt, how can people follow you?
They can follow me, Lumberjack Landlord, on YouTube, as well as 11:30 a.m. Eastern time every Sunday on Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube for a live stream for 3 hours. Ask your questions. Do your worst.
Do you? And I think you are now going to start reacting to a particular channel almost every day. So
I think somebody needs my attention.
Yeah,
he's crying for help. It's a cry for help, Michael.
It is. I look forward to those. I'm going to watch those. That's going to be fun. All right, buddy. Thanks again.
Thanks, Mike.